Good morning, do 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 do. Good morning to you. Welcome to a daily dose of joy, prom season edition. I thought today we would theme our laughter flow on prom because it's prom season, and I got to be last night at a neighbor's house when her son was getting ready to leave for prom, and it was full of laughter flow. It was just great. It was wonderful. So I pulled out some of my accoutrement. I have a friend who loves costumes, and he's just inspired me in so many ways to always have laughter paraphernalia around. And this seemed completely normal for prom world. So we're gonna do a 5-minute laughter flow, which is a way of choosing to laugh, letting yourself giggle along. Hopefully some of the stuff I'm saying will create spontaneous laughter in you, or hearing my laugh and your mirror neurons engaging. But even if all you do is go ho, ho, ha, 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 along while I'm laughing, you're gonna be building those positive neurotransmitters in a new baseline to where eventually one day you'll end up with a hair trigger laugh like me. If you want. You can always stop somewhere before if that feels like too much. So let's see. Let me think of some of the prom words. I thought sort of words around prom. Like when I got there, he was sort of waddling around in his suit. I mean, this is a kid that wears, like baggy jeans and big t-shirts, and all of a sudden he's got on this fitted tuxedo, and he looked smashing. But it changed the way he walked. And he's wearing shoes with slick bottoms instead of his normal tennis shoes. And so he had this sort of like tux waddle. And when his friends arrived, the boys were all had this sort of similar tux shuffle waddle thing they were doing. It's just that word alone, like the tux waddle. The tux waddle. One day, my sweet 14-year-old will be going to prom, and he will probably do the tux waddle. Okay. And then the girls were doing, a lot of them had like fitted, beautiful dresses, but there was some element of crinoline in them as like a flourish or a little fullness flare towards the bottom. And so they were all doing this sort of, or their dresses were just sleek and very fitted. And again, they're young and used to wearing like track clothes, and now they're wearing a cocktail dress. And so they kept doing what I was calling the crinoline wiggle. Like they were just like, the boys were doing the tux waddle, and the girls were doing this thing where they're pulling on their dress, and they're, kind of pulling up on the strapless dresses. So I was calling it the crinoline wriggle. And I remember doing the crinoline wiggle, just like, am I all in? Is everything tucked in the right places? Oh, a prom staple, the crinoline wiggle. Oh. And another word that struck me as funny was googly. Googly. What a weird word to talk about romance, because the kids were definitely all googly-eyed. Like when their date would hand them their corsage, they were just like, very googly-eyed. They were making Google eyes at each other in that youthful way that first-time daters do, Oh, the googly glance, they're like, ooh, oh. 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 And then some of the girls had on like beautiful costume jewelry, and so there was a lot of rhinestones, and every time I said the word rhinestone, I can't really say like rhinestone. I had to get rhinestone, rhinestone. Ooh, look at your rhinestones. Somehow the word rhinestone is just very Dolly Parton to me. It just evokes, bedazzled jeans. But there were lots of rhinestones, as I am modeling for you here. Rhinestones, rhinestones. Rhinestone. Gonna cover myself in rhinestones. Head out to the prom in my crinoline wiggle next to my date is doing the tux waddle while we're making googly eyes at each other. Oh, oh. Oh, oh, y'all, thank you so much for letting me relive a couple of the precious moments from last night. I hope I get all this out of my system now before it's my song. But it was precious and beautiful, and they all looked fantastic. And we live in Atlanta, so they were pretty styling too. It was like they were ready for a photo shoot. As long as they didn't move. As long as they didn't need a walk down the runway or anything. Oh, so happy prom season. Hopefully, if you don't have kids around that age, you can see them on the street or in the restaurants or on the patios of the restaurants or at your neighbor's house. Oh, y'all, thank you for joining me for this laughter flow this morning. Let's take 3 solidarity breaths and celebrate shifting the filter we see the world and enjoying the humor that dazzles and surprises and delights us. Thank you so much. I hope today will surprise and delight us. And I look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow.